Alright, so right now my key system's all strung out because I'm in the process of rewiring this one, but I'm just gonna make this video really quick to try and explain the basic wiring and how it works to actually get things to operate. So I'm assuming you're very familiar already with like tip and ring and just doing regular phone stuff. The key system is very similar to that, just it takes it to another level of adding. Basically, for each line you need 6 wires, or at least Western Electric and stuff usually would put aside 6 wires. Basically, the pattern is tip, ring, A1 or AI, LG, and L. So there's also a color pattern which I can go over with you, and I have charts and stuff. I'm not sure how familiar you are with the different color patterns there were. Basically, so here's a block that's all wired with the correct color pattern in order. And I should probably just send you charts, but basically there's primary colors, so white, red, black, yellow, and violet. So those are your primary colors. And then within that you have blue, orange, green, brown, and slate/gray, but they always refer to it as slate, so it'll be S instead of G, just to not confuse it with green. And so basically it'll go white, blue, and then there's a corresponding blue, white, which is the opposite, and then white, orange, orange, white, white, green, green, white, white, brown, brown, white, white, slate, slate, white. And then it starts over with red, blue, blue, red, red, orange, orange, red, so on. So it has this color pattern, and that's, as you go through this, you'll get to memorize it. At first I didn't know anything about it, but it's just over time as you wire things, you'll notice certain wires are used over and over again for the same thing. So you have tip, ring, A, AI, LG, L, and you can see the color pattern: white, blue, blue, white, white, orange, orange, white. Orange white is one of the most important wires for key system phones. Basically, I'm assuming you're hopefully familiar with ground and sort of what it means. With telephones, they do everything kind of backwards because, for instance, like most cars and stuff will have negative ground, but for phones, it's positive ground. So don't ever get that mixed up, because some people do, and then they're just wondering why it blew a fuse. Basically, AI is positive ground, and lamp ground, LG, is common to the A1, so orange white. So those two are usually common together, so connected together at the key system. The reason why they have separate lamp grounds for each row is because they didn't want the light bulbs to burn out the wires, because if you had 100 or so phones, you wanted to make sure the wires were enough to be able to sustain that. So that's why there's separate lamp grounds, even though they're all common at the key system. Basically, the A lead is to trigger line cards. These are line cards, and you need one of these per phone line you have. There's also intercom line cards. For instance, these. This is a manual intercom. So basically this will just simply power up a phone line, but it won't give you dial select, so you can't buzz anyone. It's just simply, you pick it up, it lights up a lamp on the phone, and if you had another station go off hook, it would be able, you'd be able to talk over it, but it's nothing fancy. Anyway, for line cards, there's holding. I'm gonna stop the video here, but I'll make another video in just a sec.